You take a sip from your favorite water bottle thinking you're being healthy, only to realize that it might be crawling with more bacteria than a toilet seat. Yes, the same bottle you carry to the gym, office, or even sleep beside at night could secretly be harming your health. But how? Stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you'll know how to protect yourself from these invisible enemies that hide inside your water bottle. Hey everyone, welcome back to Essential Cures. Why this matters? We all know water is life, but what if the container holding it becomes a breeding ground for illness? Most people reuse their bottles daily without realizing that each sip could introduce saliva, food particles, and leftover moisture, the perfect recipe for bacteria and mold to grow. And the truth is, your bottle isn't as clean as you think, even if it looks spotless on the outside. The hidden germs inside your bottle. Studies have found that an unwashed water bottle can harbor up to 300,000 coloniforming units of bacteria per square centimeter. That's even more than your kitchen sink or bathroom faucet. Why does this happen? Because moisture, warmth, and leftover organic matter, like saliva or backwash, create the perfect environment for bacteria such as E. coli, Staphylococcus, and Streptococcus to thrive. These bacteria form a sticky layer called biofilm, which clings to the inside walls of your bottle. Once formed, it's almost impossible to rinse off with just water, and this biofilm can lead to stomach upsets, sore throats, or even infections if left unchecked. Proper cleaning to protect your health. So, how do you keep your bottle safe and germ-free? 1. Daily rinse and dry. After every use, empty your bottle, rinse with warm soapy water, and let it air dry completely. Never close the lid when it's still damp. That's when bacteria love to multiply. 2. Deep cleaning, weekly. Once a week, clean your bottle thoroughly using a bottle brush or a vinegar and baking soda solution. For narrow neck bottles or complex lids, try using a mixture of warm water and mild dish soap, then shake vigorously. Use a small straw brush or pipe cleaner to reach tight corners and spouts. That's where bacteria hide the most. 3. Avoid scented detergents. Strong chemicals can leave residue that affects taste and might be unsafe for long-term use. The dangers of sharing bottles. During the pandemic, researchers discovered that sharing water bottles was one of the subtle ways viruses and bacteria spread among groups, especially in gyms, schools, and sports teams. Even a tiny sip from someone else's bottle transfers saliva microbes directly into the container, creating an instant path for cross-contamination. So remember, your bottle is personal, not shareable. Even among friends or family, avoid sharing. It's not rude, it's responsible. Chemical dangers, BPA and plastic risks. Now, let's talk about something that's even more concerning, the chemicals leaching from plastic bottles. Many plastic bottles contain BPA, bisphenol A, a chemical used to make plastics sturdy and clear. But research has shown that BPA can mimic hormones in your body, disrupting the endocrine system and potentially leading to fertility issues, hormonal imbalance, and even certain cancers. And here's the scary part. When you leave your plastic bottle in a hot car or under direct sunlight, the heat accelerates chemical leaching. You might think you're just drinking water, but you could actually be sipping trace amounts of toxic compounds. Even so-called BPA-free bottles can contain similar substitutes like BPS or BPF, which may carry similar risks. Heat, sunlight, and bottle lifespan. Leaving your bottle in a hot car, under the sun, or next to a heat source doesn't just release chemicals, it also encourages bacterial growth. Warm, stagnant water is the perfect home for microbes, especially if the bottle hasn't been cleaned properly. And here's a fact few people know. Plastic bottles have a lifespan. Over time, tiny scratches inside the bottle become invisible hideouts for germs, making cleaning less effective. If your bottle is scratched, smells weird, or looks cloudy, it's time to replace it. What about copper bottles? Copper bottles, on the other hand, are gaining popularity, and for good reason. Copper naturally has antimicrobial properties, which means it can kill harmful bacteria and viruses on contact. Studies suggest that storing water in a copper vessel for several hours can help reduce microbial contamination, making it safer to drink. However, moderation is key. Excessive copper intake can cause nausea or stomach discomfort, so avoid storing water for more than 6 to 8 hours before drinking. According to the World Health Organization, WHO, contaminated water, whether from poor storage or unsafe handling, remains one of the leading causes of illness globally. Your water might be clean at the source, but if the storage container is dirty or chemically compromised, you're still at risk. WHO emphasizes that maintaining clean water containers is just as important as the water itself, and personal hygiene plays a major role in preventing diseases like diarrhea, cholera, and typhoid. So here's what you can do starting today. Wash your bottle every day, not just rinse. Avoid sharing, even with family. Keep bottles out of heat and sunlight. Replace old or scratched bottles regularly. Choose stainless steel or copper if possible, because staying hydrated should never mean risking your health. The next time you grab that bottle for a quick sip, remember, it's not just about what's in your water, but what's hiding inside your bottle. Stay safe, stay hydrated, and most importantly, stay healthy. If you found this helpful, give this video a thumbs up, share it with a friend who needs to clean their bottle, and don't forget to subscribe for more health tips you never knew you needed.